Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Um, Good evening to the examiner of today, or Khusus for Project JVP, Mr. Tri Agus is my examiner today. Before I begin this presentation about my retake of Project GVP, Project GVP, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hirzi Khalis, and today I would like to present my project about the to-do list app. And so this is the content of the presentation. So there's the introduction, which is the introduction of the project that includes our the system analysis. And then there's the user interface, which is the UI of the to-do list app. And there's the code review, which is the program code for the to-do list app. And then there's the table relation, which describes the table. So the system analysis, the to-do list app project is a digital tool which is meticulously crafted to enhance the user task and activity organization and management. Its primary goal is to streamline the task tracking process, making it more efficient and user-friendly. Within this project system architecture, a central database table plays a pivotal role. This table encompasses essential columns such as ID, title, description, and dates, which collectively uh, enact an effective task management. So this is the user interface of the to-do list app. As you can see, there is the add task button, there's a remove task button, and there's the update task button. In here, you can insert the title. You can choose the dates in which you want to do your task. And then there is also a description which you can include the description of the task to effectively describe what you're going to do. So this is the code of the insert task button. So this is inserted. So the main thing is we first use of course the try and catch a statement. So if the try doesn't work, then it will go to the catch, which will print the error. So let's look at the first the try statement. So we first do the string SQL, which is the SQL statement that we will send to the database to query our database. So in order to do that, we of course use the insert into statement, and we say insert into task, which task is the name of the table, and of course we insert for the title, description, date. The reason why we don't use ID, because the ID is auto increments. So the values will be question mark, question mark, question mark. And for the reason is that because we use a prepare statement for that. So of course we set up all the strings to get the title, the description, and the date. And then after that, we create rows inserted, and then we execute the update. So if the uh, if the row inserted is more than 0, if that means if it's successful, then it will um, get the return the generated ID of the generated keys. And this is the remove button. This is the code to remove. So it's a lot more simple than the inserts, because we just use the command, I mean the statement, the SQL statement delete from task, where ID equals question mark. And of course we use prepare statement again, and then uh, we execute the update. And then if the rows deleted is more than 0, that means something is deleted, and that means it is successful. And if it's not successful, then it will throw an error. And this is the update task button. So again, it's very similar to the insert task button. So we first create the SQL statement, which is the update task, and then we set the title to something, description to something, date to something, and then where ID equals something. So the ID will be the sort of primary key that we use to locate the unique task. So again, we use the prepare statement and the connection instance. And after all of that, we again execute the update and we return the rows updated more than zero. And again, if it's doesn't return more than zero, that means it fails then. So it will throw the error. And this is the retrieve task. So this the purpose of this code is to retrieve all of the tasks that is available in the database and display it on the table of the form. So again, is we first make the SQL statement, which is select from and then task, and then again we use the prepare statement, and then we execute the query. So after that, we're going to use the while loop to iterate the object to display all of that in the table. So again, we get the ID, the title, the description, and the date, and then um, we create the to-do item instance, the task, and then we set the ID to ID, title to title, description to description, date to date, and so on and so on. So if it's and then there's also the catch button, which will handle all the exception that happens if there is an error happening. And this is the table relation of the to-do list task. So it's very simple. There's only one table, which is consists of the ID, the title, description, and the date, which has the date type, which is ID is in int, which is integer, title is varchar, description is varchar, and date type is date. And this is the dashboard of the database. As you can see, there's all of the entry that we have inserted into the database. All right. Before I end this presentation, I would like to do a little demo of our of my application. So let me go into the to the NetBeans and run the program. We're going to wait for it to load first. There we go. The program has loaded. As you can see, the I previously make a test first, and as you can see, all of the data has been displayed on the table here. So if you want to, let's say, we want to create a new entry, it's very simple. We insert the title here first. So for example, we insert the title here. For example, making a presentation, and then we choose the description for exam. So here you go. And then we can choose the date here. We can choose any date. So maybe I want to do the presentation on like 28th of September. So all of that done. We just press the add task button here, and then it will say that the task has been added successfully. So as you can see, the ID is automatically generated by the database because it is auto increment. And here we go. The um, the the entry has been inserted into the database. We can also see in the dashboard. We can see in the dashboard that, let me refresh. In the dashboard that the entry has been successfully inserted into the database. So the second one, let's try the remove button. So if you want to remove, all you have to do is press the task that you want to delete, and then all you have to do is press remove task. And if it's successful, then it's a text removed successfully. So let's see, the ID 13 should be gone. This entry should be gone if we refresh it. And there you go, it's gone. So let's try the last one, which is the update function. The update task button is very simple to use. All you have to do is press the entry that you want to update. For example, I want to change this entry, so I want to add another groceries, for example, milks, eggs, bread, and um, I don't know, maybe like noodles. And or if you want to change any of the you can also change the title if you want. You can change the date. Let's change the date to buy groceries for mom. And then uh, if if it's all correct, if you are satisfied with what you are typed, then all you have to do is press the update task button, and if it's successful, then it will say task updated successfully. As you can see, the entry has been updated, and if we look into the database, it also has been updated, ID1, right? That is all for the demo. All right, that is all for the demo. Uh, Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. I would like to apologize if there was any mistakes in my code, or if the explanation is not clear enough. I would like to apologize. Okay, that is all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.